So Jeff Saturday, former offensive lineman with the Indianapolis Colts. Who is the biggest challenger to the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC? This is from ESPN's Get Up.
The question is, which team is best suited to finally dethrone Kansas City? We've been talking about the Chiefs as being a little bit of a dynasty, and it certainly looks like they could be. They've been in back-to-back Super Bowls, and they are the favorite to make it to this one. Jeff Saturday, I'll start with you. Which team in the AFC, in your view, is the biggest threat to knock them out this year?
Yeah, it's the Browns. And I agree, it's going to be 20-12, but they will be the team if there's a team in the AFC that will unseat them. Like when you think about the Browns and their defense, I think their defense last year was ranked 19th or something like that. They've improved on the defensive backfield with Hill and Johnson coming over from the Rams, and they add Jadeveon Clowney to help Garrett pass rush, which we know is going to be an issue. And listen, when you're talking about the Chiefs and basically a right side that's starting all rookies, I think when you look at this team, you can do it. And never mistake, offensive line for the Browns will control that game. The Chiefs defense will not match up well. They can run the ball. Baker Mayfield can exploit it down the field and play action if they do control the line of scrimmage. They are built to beat the Chiefs. If you're looking at a team on a roster and say, hey, how are they built? This is a team that would be built to give the Chiefs a ton of problems.
Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer and cleveland.com. All of that makes sense.
It does. And I mean, like I said before, the margin between the Chiefs and then you get the Bills and the Browns, like I said, kind of in that 2A, 2B, it's pretty close. And when I think of why I think the Browns certainly have the ability to get to the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs in the playoffs is just the fact that they're so balanced just on offense. They can run well, they can throw well. I mean, there's not many teams in the NFL that can really do those things. And defensively, you need a pass rush to really be an effective defense. The Buccaneers showed that in the Super Bowl. You got Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney on opposite sides, Takk McKinley coming in as rotational. Certainly, I think that is going to be a weapon as long as those guys are all healthy and they can all play this season. The back seven, though, is going to be the interesting thing to watch because they really went and improved that, as we all know, in the offseason. Signing John Johnson, signing Troy Hill, drafting Greg Newsome, drafting Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. All those guys, that I think is going to be the real tipping point of the season. If those guys come in and perform very quickly, there certainly might not be a ceiling to how good this team is. But I also think that's kind of the limiting factor is if that defense is not really improved or it takes a long time to get to that level, maybe they don't have as good a record as everybody kind of expects.